or institutions around deconstructing systems of supremacy. Topics that I am capable of discussing are sexual liberation, child liberation, fat liberation, colorism, texturism, featureism, classism, and casteism, disability justice, gender liberation, and deconstructing the gender binary and gender as a whole, and many other things that we can discuss. If you are interested in working with me, then you must sign up in my Linktree, and I'll put a screenshot of what that looks like above. In the form, you must fill out your first and last name, an email address, a date and time that you can commit to, as well as a detailed explanation of why you are coming to me and what you are looking for. The fee is $100 an hour for individuals, and it starts at $1,000 an hour for institutions. This money will go to take care of myself and my basic needs, and whatever is left will be redistributed to 2 families that are also from the global south. One is a Haitian woman and refugee living in the Dominican Republic. The other is a Congolese girl and her family who are refugees from the Democratic Republic of Congo. My DMs are closed, so that is the only way that you can reach out and contact me, and I am only seeking clients at this time for connection. Thank you.
Sell crazy someplace else. We're all stocked up here.
Now, a couple of things I want to mention about what we just heard from that bearded young lady in the first clip. First of all, did she really just say she charges institutions $1,000 an hour to listen to her spew that woke nonsense? And secondly, what the fuck is child liberation? Anyway, if you're wondering who came up with all the isms that she was just talking about, racism, ableism, colorism, feminism, and so on and so forth, well, I'll let Dennis Prager, the founder of Prager University, tell you.
Every ism except Nazism was founded and or led disproportionately by Jews. You name it. Marxism, humanism, socialism, environmentalism, feminism, Jews. It's the Jews.
Of course!
Now, don't call me any names in the comment section like anti-Semitic. I didn't say it. Dennis Prager said it. And he's a Jewish man. So if you have a problem with what Dennis Prager said, maybe you're the one that's anti-Semitic. Anyway, welcome back. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So I have a fairly quick and very crazy clown world update for you guys today. And as usual, we have, well, very little time to waste. So let's get into it. Now, if you place your attention on the screen for a moment. Now, I know what you guys are thinking, and no, this is not a Tina Turner Halloween costume. This is Roxy. Now, Roxy is a biological man that identifies as a trans woman and calls himself a transman or trans lesbian. Now, Roxy posted this photo in a trans passing subreddit. The caption says, "Just spreading sunshine and rainbows everywhere I go. Love, Roxy."
What the f*** is wrong with you?
All right, we're going to keep it moving with this clip of Nancy Pelosi snapping at a reporter for asking her questions about January 6th. Now, I believe this is the same reporter I showed in a video last week getting Maxine Waters all riled up. This is some great journalism. Roll it.
Congresswoman Pelosi, are you at all concerned that the new January 6th committee will find you liable for that day? Are you at all concerned about the new January 6th committee finding you liable for that day? Why did you refuse the National Guard on January 6th?
Shut up. I did not refuse the National Guard. The president didn't send it. Why are you coming here with Republican talking points as if you're a serious journalist?
The American people want to know. We still have questions. Thank you.
Excuse me, the f*** did you just say?
Shut up.
What a crazy old broad.
And sticking with the theme of unqualified politicians, next up we have this recent clip of Carmelo Harris saying that some people have told her she's actually the most qualified candidate to ever run for president. You can't make this shit up. Roll it.
what I've done and the fact that I was elected district attorney for 2 terms as the first woman elected attorney general of the state of California, ran the second largest Department of Justice in the United States, second only to the United States Department of Justice. I was a United States Senator, second black woman elected in the history of the United States Senate, and I was the first woman vice president of the United States. So there are those things that I needed to make sure that people knew.
That is a decent resume, but go ahead.
Well, some people have actually said I was the most qualified candidate ever to run for president.
I like the some people say. Very nice, but go ahead.
I'm just speaking fact.
Yeah.
But for example, I
The did you just say?
second black woman elected in the history of the United States Senate.
And you ain't black.
And once again, sticking with the theme of unqualified politicians. All right, well, this isn't actually a politician, but it is the daughter of an unqualified politician. This is Hope Walz, the daughter of Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, talking about her recent, well, I'll let her tell you. Roll it.
I got my COVID and flu vaccines today, and I'm so happy about that. I got them for a few reasons. One, because it's the right thing to do for myself, but also for everybody around me, and also a little bit out of spite. There have been years where I've forgotten to get my flu shot, but this year was not going to be one of those years because, again, I trust science. And I'm not a fucking idiot. So here we are. I am someone that does kind of get affected. When I first got my COVID shot, I was down bad for a couple days. And even when I get my flu shot, I don't typically feel good for a day or two afterwards. And for people that are gonna be like, that means it's bad for you. No, that means it's fucking working. That's how that works. And it's well worth it to protect myself, but also everybody around me, especially when I work with vulnerable communities. It's my civic duty at this point. So go get your vaccines. CVS made it so easy.
Come again.
I trust science, and I'm not a fucking idiot.
You're a fucking idiot.
Hey guys, real quick, we don't have any sponsors or honorable mentions for today's video. If you'd like to sponsor the next video and help support the channel, there is a PayPal link in the description box below, and I will say your full name as a sponsor of said video unless stated otherwise by you. Now, I'm not quite for sure exactly who this fella is, but I needed a screen holder and I figured this human tackle box would do just fine.
You look ridiculous!
Now, I hope you guys appreciate that I travel into the deepest, darkest corners of the internet to find some of these clips, and I'll admit, some of them are nightmare-inducing. For example, roll it.
Good morning, wet farters. Hashtag afraid to fart. So this is a wonderful Wednesday wet fart welcome.
What?
And that's an interesting start to the day. A wet fart. What a fucking nightmare. Has it ever happened to you that you've been woken in the morning by a wet fart and you just think, oh, I can feel my belly rumbling, I'll just slip one out, and the next thing, it makes a noise like that, and you know if you move you'll spread it on the bed. So instead you leap if you're able. Maybe you're not able anymore to leap. Anyway, fantastic day for me. There was no leaping needed this morning. But what I did do this morning was I did some yoga, because that is what helps me to leap if I ever need to, so I don't leak on the bed. I should do one of those limericks, shouldn't I?
I just sharted. I don't know what that means. I tried to fart and a little shit came out. I just sharted.
And next up we have Dylan Mulvaney. Wow, we haven't really heard much about this fella in a minute. Anyway, here Dylan is mocking Jesus to promote his new musical. Roll it.
Oh, it's Jesus, here to tell you that you should buy tickets to The Least Problematic Woman in the World, starring one of my dad's favorites, Dylan Mulvaney. Trans people are cool. We should all support them. Especially Dylan, because tickets are like under $100 right now, and it's a great deal if you ask me. Okay, we'll catch up later. See you later. Bye.
Yeah, well, you're one sick, miserable, evil SOB.
And next up, we are going to get another lecture about being racist by one of the same people that always lecture us about being racist. Roll it.
Racist. Just kidding. Or maybe not. Let's go through 6 ways you can determine if you're racist or not. Or maybe you just got some racist thoughts. If in 2025 you're still saying, I don't see color, that's a racist thought. When you say, I don't see color, you are literally erasing someone's identity and who they are and their real experiences. Don't do that. 2, if you're still saying, ooh, you're not like those other black people, those other Asians, those other Hispanics, that's racist. Don't do that. 3, I have black friends. I have a black cousin. Proximity does not erase the biases that you still can have. Don't do that. That's racist. 4, saying things like, she's so loud, she's so aggressive, she's so obnoxious. Why is she doing all of that? First of all, who made you the police or how somebody should be able to communicate? All right? Allow people to communicate the way that they want to. Nobody's over here policing you, right? Don't do that. That's racist. 5, assuming that somebody got a job because of DEI. Let me be very honest with you. If a black person, Hispanic or Asian, got a job, do know that they worked extra hard to put themselves in a position to be able to exceed and succeed in the United States of America. That's racist. Don't do that. And 6, stop saying that we all struggle. It is not the same thing. What this does is that it just turns the black experience or the minority experience in America into just a hardship that centers whiteness and refuses to see that racism operates differently. That's racist. Don't do that.
Well, I guess I'm racist.
So I think the new talking point from the Democrat Party is that just because you commit crimes, it doesn't make you a criminal. Because in my last video, I showed a clip of Don Lemon arguing just that in one of his Man on the Street interviews. So we're going to be wrapping it up with this clip of another highly unqualified politician, Jasmine Crockett, arguing that same point. Anyway, things are clearly getting very crazy out there, guys, so please take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Till next time, love you guys. Peace. Roll it.
People to know that just because someone has committed a crime, it doesn't make them a criminal. That is completely different. Being a criminal is more so about your mindset. Committing a crime can come for a lot of different reasons.
Because it could have been like a crime of survival. Like you were trying, like you stole like diapers because you have like no money and like you got kicked off stamps and like your kids got like fucking raging diaper rash. And what are you gonna do? Like let's sit there and watch your kids like ass fall off. Versus like criminal mindset, which is like I'm gonna evade taxes. I'm gonna be super duper corrupt. I'm gonna like inflate this thing and do like repeated actions over and over and over again without attempting to like heal or get better.
That's exactly right.
Sense.
That's exactly right.
What did you say? What the did you just say?
Just because someone has committed a crime, it doesn't make them a criminal.
You see that? That's a stupid bitch.
2, 10, 12, 15. Oops, stepping on a. It's black. Anyway,